Hey, it's Sean Nietzsche, and in this video, I want to give you a real life case study of one of my previous what you've done and how you can do the same. So, if the goal is to drop a dress size in 8 weeks, or at least one dress size in 8 weeks, then this video is for you. So, you might be wondering who am I and who is god awful person is that in that banana suit? That's me, unfortunately. Back when I thought when that kind of thing was funny. And just a little brief introduction, just in case you don't know who I am. I've helped hundreds of women over the past 4 years drop at least one dress size, help them tone up, help them regain their strength, and ignite unstoppable confidence by teaching them how to use free weights and have fun and enjoy a more sustainable process to losing weight and also following a good nutritional practice which is sustainable. If you don't know, I left my old job, oh God, now it must be maybe a bit year ago, to live unemployed for about 6 months so I could do this job what I do now. So I've got some pedigree and some understanding of what it takes to actually really do the things that you need to do in order to get the result you want. I left my job so I could become unemployed, so I could follow my dream. And I believe that you've got to take the real focus and desire into anything that you do in life, including losing weight. It's got to be a number one focus. It's got to be something you really, really want to do. Otherwise, no matter what I show you in this video or future videos, you won't do it because there'll always be an excuse or a reason why you can't do this and you can't do that. You've got to be all in, 100% committed to every single day to get the result you want. So bear that in mind. And I've done the exact same thing with Jade. I helped her leave her job so she could do the same. And now we work together and we have our own little private gym in Holystone now. We didn't used to. About a year and a half ago, we didn't have that. We've really progressed. We've built a good business of helping lots of people over the past 4 years. And now we've got our own place where we coach people privately. And now we do stuff online. Now a big belief is in weight training, building strength and toning up and not diet. So, this is what happens when you do a recording. So meet Vicky. Back to where we're supposed to be. So her goal was to lose weight and grow in confidence. The funny thing about Vicky is I've wrote down the points a few a little bit down there. She hadn't trained for so long. A school trainers still fit, and they were still able to be used. Trainers that she hadn't used since school. She totally fell off the whole training thing. Just never really got into it or found the right place to actually do what she wanted to do. She eventually contacted us and came on board. She works full time. She's a teacher. She has 2 kids, and she hasn't trained forever. So she was low in confidence, low in fitness, starting something brand new, like many people are. And our goal was to help her lose weight and get into great shape. And this is the result she got. This wasn't from 8 weeks. Full disclosure, Vicky done 2 or 3 back-to-back 8-week programs. So she was with us for at least 3 months and got an absolutely fantastic result over that period. And that's what you can do. This is what I'm saying about sustaining and focusing and getting into that mindset of being able to commit yourself fully. Vicky worked really, really hard. She trained every day. Well, not every day, but she trained every day when we had the training sessions on. She followed the nutrition protocol to a T. She focused on the habits like we focus on. And she listened and done the work and made the effort. And she done that daily. And that's the results you get when these kind of things, when you put in that kind of effort and you pay attention to the program. So Vicky did get a great result in the first 8 weeks. And then she done it again and lost more again. So this is what can happen when you put in the work and you keep doing the work over and over again. You'll eventually get to where you want to be by putting in the work and putting in the effort. So here's what we did. We train 3 times per week in the gym. That's our program. Whether you do it in the gym or online, the idea is we train minimum 3 times a week, at least to start with. And then there's opportunities to train more later on down the line, or recommended to train more later on down the line. So we use a combination of heavy weights. At the time, we did a little bit of HIIT training, which we don't do as much of anymore, and circuits and core work. We do more boxing now as opposed to HIIT work, more fun boxing pad work. Whether you do an online program or at the gym, that's how we do things. The structure is mainly weight training with a little bit of boxing pad work or bag work, whatever you want to do, for a bit of fun and a bit of difference, a bit of change of pace. And it turned out people enjoyed doing the boxing more, and that's why we stuck with that. From a nutritional standpoint, the main thing we focus on is increasing the protein intake. Oftentimes when I check people's meals and food diaries, one of the biggest things that lets people down is They don't include enough protein in their diet. They don't include enough essential fats. The meals are quite small and lack real substance and health. So one of the main things we do is we focus on rebuilding that health by including a protein intake with every meal and focus on a variety of healthy foods instead of counting calories and cutting back on foods. More often than not, in my experience, the getting into a routine of eating more better quality balanced meals as opposed to thinking about eating less and counting calories works better in the long term. Might not work straight away if your body's not used to it, but for most people, you need to be focusing on eating more regular, healthy, balanced meals, which include a protein source, an essential fat source, a carbohydrate source, like a low GI carbohydrate source, like vegetables and things like that. That's the main focus of our program, and that's what Vicky did, and she took to that really, really well. One of her main things that she said, I remember she told me about, one of her main habits was a glass of wine every night, a glass of wine every night, a glass of wine every night after work. It was like a de-stress thing. She recognized that as one of her major letdowns, so she cut that down significantly while also following these practices, and this is what happens. You can get a great result. But she had the group and the accountability to stay on track of that and make sure that she didn't fall off the wagon. She'd done it for 1 week, and the next week just went back to rubbish because she had no structure. That wasn't the case. She had the structure, she had the program, she had the accountability, so she was able to sustain that and keep it going, and she still trains with us to this day. So she's, like I say, she still enjoyed the treats of the weekend. It wasn't about eliminating everything. It wasn't about giving up your life. It was about just cutting back and making better choices most of the times. And like I said before, we focus on low GI foods, so like things like vegetables and sweet potatoes. We focus on getting more of those quality foods in with your meals as opposed to foods on the higher on the glycemic index, such as like cereals. Okay, so now with that said, here is a thing that you can take away and implement yourself. And I will mention after this a way you can get our help like Vicky did following this same program. If you'd like to have a chat about that, there'll be an opportunity which I'll mention in a moment. But if you just wanted to go ahead and do this on your own, here's the basic things I would suggest you start with. Start something. You just got to start. You've got to start doing something. It's not enough just to go out for a few walks here and there. You've really got to step up the intensity. I really like this quote, which I say to the girls quite a lot to remind them. And I'll probably botch it because I'm on a video and I'm trying to remember. If you do what you always do, you'll get what you always got, or something to that extent. Which basically means if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same result over and over again that I produced. And there's a quote from Einstein where he defines doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. He defines that as a definition of madness. That was a proven fact that he defined that as madness. And if you think about it logically, it is. If you're wanting to lose weight, but you're walking 3 times a week, not changing nutrition, and not losing any weight and expecting something to change by keep doing that, well, that's not going to happen. It's unlikely you're going to lose much weight doing that. Likewise, if you're doing a body pump or a Zumba 3 times a week and you're not making any progress with your exercise, you're just doing the same choreographed routine 3-4 times a week, and then also not changing anything with your food, then you're not going to get any results. Go running 3-4 times a week, but you're not changing anything with your food, most likely you're not going to get a huge result either. So you've got to make that significant change. There's got to be some changes. It doesn't have to be drastic. It doesn't have to be giving up your life. But you've got to start something new. A little bit of effort will make huge progress long term. And by the way, check out the spell on that second line. Little but of effort will make oogie progress. I'm a genius. Total genius. Why wouldn't you listen to us? Because I'm clearly so clever. Protein source for each meal, like we've already touched on, don't restrict too much. Oftentimes you've already been restricting over a long period of time and that's not getting the results. So you're confused, you're thinking, well, how am I not getting a result? I'm eating hardly anything, or I'm eating less than what I used to. I'm training like this, I'm training like that. It's not as simple as that all the time, which is why we recommend that the best thing you can do to start with is eating good quality balanced meals regularly, getting into that habit, getting your metabolism going, and then combining that with good quality training like lifting heavy weights and following the program that we follow. Eventually you'll start to get them results that you want by giving the body what it needs and generating some muscle tone to help burn body fat more efficiently over time. So again, focused on the healthy and balanced meals and look at your habits. I mentioned before about the triggers that Vicky said, the wine after work, which you cut down on. That was one of the main things for her. And one of the great results that Vicky had, not just her before and afters, but she expressed to me afterwards how much her relationship with her partner has changed, how much her energy changed, her lifestyle has changed. I mean, you've seen the way she looked.
Check out that amazing editing, right? 1 second you were looking at that, and now this has happened. Goddamn, memory of a laptop. Just cut the video short. I only had a couple of minutes left to just talk about stuff, but what I really wanted to say was, if you need any more help with this, if you want to join the program that Vicky done, follow that same sort of plan, that program, that structure, if you need the direct help from someone to have the accountability to see that through, you're not really very good at doing stuff on your own, then this program will be great for you. Like I say, we can do it either at the gym. You can actually come to the gym and attend the group programs themselves, or if you don't live in Newcastle, you can do the online version, which is basically the same program that you follow yourself in your own gym, but you still have my help outside of the gym, the accountability and the support in the exact same way everybody else does. Just obviously, if you can't travel to the gym, you can't do it at the gym, but you can still do the same program and show you how to do the weights, how to do all the sessions. You'll be able to know how to do everything and get the nutrition support and the one-to-one accountability to make sure you see it through during the 8 weeks as well. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, there'll be a couple of links or buttons around this video somewhere which will have the link for the online version, which is the 8-week drop and dress size challenge that you can go ahead and buy straight away, and then you get started right off the bat. There's also be a link or a button somewhere around this video for the one at the gym, where you can just fill in your details and I can text you, and you can come down to the gym and have a look and make sure it's sweet, and then we can get you signed up from there. Okay, take care, have a great day.